Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Today we are continuing with verse 3 of Sri Sri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. Yesterday we were describing how it was difficult for gods like Brahma and Shiva to attain the foot dust of Radhika. And we'll continue with another example. The dust of Sri Radha's lotus feet is called Srimat, or filled with opulences here. Even for the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, this foot dust is very difficult to attain. In Srimad Bhagavat, the wives of the Kaliya snake say that the goddess of fortune gave up the side of her divine husband, Narayan, by her own will, and took shelter of Vrindavan to perform harsh austerities there, hoping for the foot dust of Sri Krishna, but that until now she had not been able to get it. Why not? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 8, it is explained, if you worship the Prince of Raj in a reverential mood, without following in the footsteps of the gopis, you will not attain him. Lakshmi Devi is the best example of that. Although she did worship Krishna as the Prince of Raj, she did not attain him. The Lord's greatest devotee, Uddhava Mahashaya, was astonished when he saw the greatness of the gopis' love for Krishna, and he praised them, praying for a birth in Vraj, even as a blade of grass, so that he could get the gopis' foot dust on his head. This is written with golden syllables in the pages of the Srimad Bhagavat. From this, it is clear how hard it is to attain the foot dust of Sri Radha.
So here it's important to see the difference. Austerities, like Lakshmi Devi is doing, is not meaning to take shelter. To enter Vrindavan, there is not meaning of austerities. This is an act of mercy. We cannot enter Vrindavan by our own power or our own doing. Lakshmi Devi is a good example, so that we need the mercy of someone. And in our case, we take shelter on Swamini personally. We give up everything, our position, everything. There is nothing left. Even our body, we have to give up this material body and enter in the spiritual body. And this mercy, Radhika's mercy, is flowing from the lotus feet of Gurudev. So this is a beautiful example. She likes to take shelter. No, she likes to get the lotus feet of Krishna. What is even more easy to get than Sri Radhika's lotus feet. But not by our own doing. Austerities will not bring to Vrindavan.
Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Gurudev.
Radha.
There's another way of understanding this question of relation that Gaurasundara brings up. And that's through the idea of opulence, which is named. The dust of Sri Radha's lotus feet is called Shri Mat, or filled with opulence. So opulence is a kind of beauty. It's one aspect of Radha's beauty. But it's a kind of beauty that comes from something we cannot understand. Something that's so great, something that's so powerful, that it rather creates fear than intimacy. So this opulence, if we understand Radha only as opulence, only as this pure beauty, we are kept at a distance from her. In all the three examples, Brahma from yesterday, Lakshmi Devi and Uddhav from today, there's the wrong understanding of what Radha's beauty is. And that's why it's difficult to enter to get the lotus dust. So to get the lotus dust, we must not fix on the external, fearful, perfect beauty. We must focus on how that beauty attracts Krishna. How that beauty is the energy of giving love. And how that beauty is the energy of relation. There's a very famous scene in Bhagavad Gita. If you're following the class, then you remember. In chapter 12, Krishna says to Arjuna, I see you are a pure devotee. So I'm going to show you my total being. I'm going to show you my opulence. And this opulence is so great that it frightens Arjuna. The opulence is so great that it frightens Arjuna. It pushes him away. And Arjuna says, please don't show me. Because I want to be a friend. I don't want you to be my king, just like we don't want Radhika to be our queen. We want her to be our friend. And have a living relation with her. Radhe. Radhe.
Wow, would have been a very nice example. Thank you so much. I see Radhika's opulence not in that kind of view, that her opulence is meaning of some what we understand about opulence. Her opulence is that of feelings, the opulence of her feelings. Because of them, she is called Mahabhava. And this is her opulence, what I can see in her. And she is not actually, we can say she's our queen also, because she's the queen of Vrindavan. But this means not this opulence of Narayan. This is the opulence of sweetness and intense feelings. In this way, I understand her opulence. Sweetness, intense feelings, taking care, Mitgefühl, was heißt das? Compassion. These are all her opulences. And when Krishna showed Arjuna his universal form, then he showed him the form of Vishnu. And Krishna is always the sweet Krishna, the Krishna from Vrindavan, Radhika's Krishna. This opulence of Vrindavan is completely different from the opulence of Vaikuntha. Is that right? Is there this explanation? Are you agree with this? This is what I feel.
Yeah.
So if we look at Swamini, then we cannot see this opulence of Vaikuntha. Then we cannot see Swamini. And there is Lakshmi, actually. This kind of opulence, with reverence, what you say, Uddhavji, this is Lakshmi Narayan. We can see in Vrindavan there are cowherders. Even Krishna is a cowherd boy. And we are maid servants. We are what is meaning of gopis? With that we start. What is in English? Milk maiden. Is it right?
Yes.
Milk maiden. So this is there is not this kind of opulence we see in Vaikuntha. Their opulence is the sweetness of their feelings and love. Like Radha Kund, when we see Radha Kund, the opulence of Radha Kund is always that it's overflowing. There is a source in Radha Kund, and this is overflowing. This is opulence. And even Shyama Kund need this opulence of the feelings of Radha Kund, otherwise it will dry after some time. It goes always from Shri Radha to Mohan. Continue flowing. Mahabhava. This is Radhika's opulence. How I understand this. And we serve this kind of opulence when we enter in her seva and in her feelings. Jai Shri Radhe.
Vedanta Maharaj says something. Yeah.
Well, when we speak of the opulence, the opulence, the compassion that you mentioned is predominant, and we as devotees, we are recipients of that through the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the most munificent incarnation, assuming the golden form. See, and he is distributing this prem, this love, to everyone. When he's crying in the mood of separation, the tears are falling on all the living entities, showering them with the mercy. So this opulence, we see it through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this as assuming the form of Radharani. When we say this nice verse, Namo Mahabodhanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Gora Krishe Namaha. So the golden complexion of Radharani. So it's difficult for us to attain this. I mean, we're seeing how difficult it is for these powerful demigods to reach it. So how is it that we, insignificant jivas, can reach it? Only through the mercy of Mahaprabhu and of course our beloved Gurudev. We're able to attain this, and it's the greatest miracle, the greatest gift, not just of the universe, but of all the material and spiritual worlds combined, that we have this opportunity for this, something so rare to attain, and we are experiencing it. It's really a miracle, something that is very difficult for us to fathom with our minuscule minds, just only through our feelings, only through our expression, through service, that we're able to attain this. So, it's really incredible.
Yeah, very nice. Suniti make also one quote to Lakshmi Devi that because of she don't took shelter of the lotus feet of the gopis, she could not enter Vrindavan. So, right, Suniti?
Yes, she didn't want to make the cow patties
She didn't want to make the cow patties loud
and become a milkmaid.
So cow patties is for a queen a little strange. And we know from Krishna also that because the gopis cannot count so good, I think they only can count until 10 or like this. And so once they use Krishna when they are counting, and they put a little dot of cow dung on his forehead so that they can count nicely. So, and Krishna was standing there and got one dot after the other from the gopis so that they count nicely. One dot of cow dung. So even for us to touch the cow, the leftovers of the cows, it's not so easy. But in India, the maidens, it's very easy. So we can understand how hard it is for Lakshmi Devi to give up this this kind of opulence, the behavior of a queen. It's a nice example from Sudhanidhi, I feel.
Yeah, I love the line that she highlighted there, to follow in the footsteps of the gopis. What does it mean to follow in the footsteps of the gopis?
Also, Uddhava need this. Here described.
When we...
Yeah.
Go ahead. When we follow someone, we want to become exactly like them, following in the footsteps. We want to dress like them. We want to act like them. We want to like what they like. We want to smile when they smile and feel what they feel. And in all of these examples, Brahma, Shiva, and Lakshmi both did not come into this feeling, this following of the gopis. In fact, their prayers were even for non-moving entities so that they could take the dust of Rajavasis and gopis. And this is the same for us. This is our first step, to move into our spiritual body as a gopi.
Yet the first step is to take shelter on the lotus feet of a manjari.
Yeah.
Of a spiritual master. And then, by his mercy, everything is coming. But first, we have to take shelter. And if we don't take shelter, we will not get it. The Lord's greatest devotee, Uddhava Mahashaya, was astonished when he saw the greatness of the gopis' love for Krishna, and he praised them, praying for a birth in Vraj even as a blade of grass, so that he could get the gopis' foot dust on his head. This is written with golden syllables in the pages of Srimad Bhagavata. From this it is clear how hard it is to attain the foot dust of Shri Radha.
These gopis are not manjaris.
Right. This
So
is
it's
the
like,
difference.
it's more like, I think Mahatmaji is right, that in order to enter into spiritual consciousness, then we must we must take on Gopi Bhav, and then hope that we become blades of grass, so that one day Mahaprabhu can walk upon us, or manjaris in the world after Mahaprabhu can walk upon us, and we can have the lotus dust on our sweet heads.
This is our unique chance, Uddhavji, that we are so close to this. It's only like yesterday when Mahaprabhu was there. And other generations not got this unique chance. There is a really, it's wow. When Mahaprabhu came, he brought the manjaris with him. And by their mercy, we can take shelter on the manjaris, not only on the gopis. Because there is only manjaris are the real servant of Radhika. So we need the mercy of the manjaris. Before gopis was there, also, Old Testament. That was possible, but manjari was not possible. But by Mahaprabhu's mercy, now it is possible to get the dust of the lotus feet of the manjaris. So we can really enter in that foot dust and we can get the lotus feet of Radhika. Very beautiful.
What is the difference between Gopi Bhav and
ゴピ
Manjari
バ
Bhav.
バとマンジャリバの違いが何ですか？
Ask now, I'm telling you, why not asking?
Gurudev is asking what the difference is between Gopi vow and Manjari vow.
マンジャリバの違いが何ですか？
Gopis. No, maybe another one like to share.
Siddhanta.
Yeah. I mean, when we read the 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, the Gopi Gita, and we have so many examples of the gopis' complete and total surrender to Lord Krishna, to Mohan. So this is, as we were just saying before, maybe an entrance point, before getting the mercy of Mahaprabhu for the Manjari Bhav, because this is going back, 5,000 years before Mahaprabhu's advent. This was the prevalent, highest Bhav available, the Gopi Bhav. This is a nice. I haven't memorized obviously these things, but if we go back and read we see where they're addressing the flute and they're envious of the flute, because the flute is dancing on Krishna's lips, and the gopis say, this piece of bamboo has so much mercy, so much fortune that's able to dance on Krishna's lips. If we could have that, how this flute, attains this piece of bamboo. And also so many things, so many of their activities, their pastimes, just show their complete and utter sacrifice of their whole being to Mohan, to satisfy him. So this is Gopi Bhav as I understand it, just on a very basic level, without realizing it, just from reading about it and imagining it and meditating on it. Whereas Manjari Bhav is a whole deeper level, the one-pointedness. The Gopi Bhav, we could say, is sanchari, it's shifting, it's not fixed. As we know also, gopis like Lalita and the other Sakis, they're also very, very attracted to Sri Radharani. So their focus is shifting. It's not fixed. But the Manjari Bhav, it's complete and total service to the lotus feet of Radharani, exclusive service to Radharani's lotus feet. So we're all familiar with these concepts. And this is, if someone would like to expand on this, share with us, that would be great.
Gopi Bhav is God consciousness. Manjari Bhav is Prem consciousness. This means...
What means Prem?
Prem. Gopi Bhav means establishing a relationship of love to Krishna. It's exactly like you say, Sudhanidhi, that the gopis have a unstoppable love for Krishna. And in Manjari Bhav, there's an understanding of an unstoppable love for the one who loves Krishna. So there's a devotion, one-pointed devotion to divine loving, to the divine loving feelings of Radharani. So for us, this means instead of Gopi Bhav, where we simply are conscious that we have a soul that is lovable and loving, we understand in Manjari Bhav that we have a relationship to divine love, to Radha's love for Krishna. So from soul consciousness to understanding that the soul is love. This is the difference. This is one difference.
それも一つの違いだと思います。
So means higher is Manjari Bhav than Gopi Bhav.
マンジャリバーバとゴーピーバーバどっちが高い？
Absolutely.
So here you see the example. Read again
もう一度ここで例を見ましょう。読んでください。
from beginning.
最初から読んでください。
From beginning. Today what you read again, read.
Okay. The dust of Sri Radha's lotus feet
You see, this is the point.
ここがポイント。
To reach to the Manjari Bhav is very difficult.
マンジャリバーバに
Dust of Radhika Lotus. Yeah.
これが
is called Srimant
ラーダの宮
or filled with opulences here.
I see
それが
Chaitan Chaitamrit third sloka.
チャイタニアチャイタムリタの説なんです。
Unnat Ujjal Rasa Bhakti Shriyam.
バクティシュリギャン。毎日これ今習っている歌ってます。
Unnat Ujjal Rasa. Ujjal Rasa was there.
不浄なその
Gopi Bhav.
ゴピバーバ
Unnat Ujjal
女との
by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Unnat Ujjal means
チャイタニアの
just developed by the Chaitanya.
それがチャイタニア
Unnat means it is progress.
これは
Elevated.
Elevated. Ujjal.
高い不浄
What is that?
どういうこ
Unnat Ujjal Rasa Bhakti Shriyam. In the Bhakti, highest Shriyam means the highest.
と
There is not Samam Bonam.
それは普通の棒なんではない。
You see Chaitanya Chaitamrit,
チャイタニア歌を見てください。
first chapter, third sloka, right?
フォースローがない。
Fourth sloka.
そのアビリーダーの
Adilila, first canto, no, not me.
OK。
Fourth sloka.
そう、アビリーダーの第4節です。後で見てください。
This is the desire of Chaitanya. If we are follower of Chaitanya,
チャイタニアの
that is Bhakti Shriyam.
それがバクティシュリア。
Unnatujjal.
それが女と
So here come, you see, even they not reach Gopi Bhav.
彼らはまだゴピーバーマにも達していない。よく聞いてください。
They are Krishna Bhakta.
クリシュナのバクタ。
All are, they become Krishna devotee.
みんなクリシュナ
Very close Krishna devotee.
で、そうするとクリシュナに
But
すごく
not
近くなるんです。
Gopi Bhav.
それはゴピーバーマではない。
They don't understand even Gopi
ゴ
Bhav.
ピーバーマすらもそれでは理解できないんです。
The dust of Sri Radha's lotus feet is called Srimant
シリマットと呼ばれる。
or filled with opulences
富に
here.
満ちている。
Even for the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, this foot dust is very difficult to attain. In Srimad Bhagavat, the wives of the Kaliya snake say that the goddess of fortune gave up the side of her divine husband, Narayan, by her own will and took shelter of Vrindavan to perform harsh austerities there, hoping for the foot dust of Sri Krishna. But that until now, she has not been able to get it.
You see direct shelter of Krishna, not take shelter of the gopis even.
No Gopi Bhav even.
No Gopi Bhav. Yeah.
She is the Karya is putting poison for Brajavasi. How they will get the Gopi Bhav?
その人たちがどうやってゴピーバーを得られるんですか？
So Krishna has to jump to fight with
ですか
Karya.
ら、クリシュナはそのカーリアヘブのジャンプ、カーリアヘブの
They come for something austerity, but they cannot do. So Krishna has to jump to fight.
の頭の上に乗ってジャンプして、クリシュナがそこに戦ったような人。そのようなガリアフのつもりがどうやってこうなれる。
In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is explained, if you worship the Prince of Raj in a reverential mood, without following in the footsteps of the gopis, you will not...
The gopis. No, understand. Gopis.
Go.
You will not attain him.
You say, many devotees doing the Krishna devotion like a career. Even they cannot attend 30, 40 years practice, even the Krishna devotion.
It's amazing, Gurudev. That's really amazing to get this now in this text. It's mind-blowing.
You see that? Because outside they are devotee, inside something else is happening. Like a Karya. Outside he comes to hostility, but inside he has a poison.
Amazing.
I was in West Bengal, and we went to visit one really lifelong ISKCON devotee, a very nice man, actually kind of like distant family member, like uncle. We went to his house, very opulent, and Kartik month is approaching, and I say, Baba, we're going to Vrindavan. Why don't you come with us to Vrindavan? He says, no, I'm going to Dwarka. I said, Dwarka? He says, yes. He says, we go to Dwarka. I was shocked, to use Chayananda's term. I was shocked, Why he's going to Dwarka? He's a lifelong born into Gaudiya Vaishnava family, actually, but he took ISKCON initiation, and he wants to go to Dwarka. I didn't ask further, I just kind of ended the discussion there, but it was surprising that many, as Gurudev was saying, many practicing decades and have this reverential attitude, approach towards Krishna. And this is, I assume it's based on some material desire, right?
My God, this is so clear now to understand why things happen. Because even in the Christianity, it's the same thing happened. They don't took shelter on the lotus feet of Jesus. They like to direct going to God. And so they cannot get what Jesus gave. This is the love. And same happened now. How beautiful explained here in this verses. If we not take shelter on the foot dust, so Lakshmi Devi gave this example to us. We need to take shelter. If we like to attain Krishna, we have to take shelter on the gopis, Lotus feet. If we like to attain Radhika, we have to take shelter on the lotus feet of the Manjari.
Good morning.
We will not get it when we go directly. Try to go directly to Radhika. We need the lotus feet of a Manjari.
So
in this case, I feel that we're on the right way. And that makes good hope. Because there is a living example.
कब चढ़ेगा वो? अरे कब चढ़ेगा? हाँ कब चढ़? तो सुनो, एक बार आके हमसे मिलोगे 8 बजे तक। अभी मिलेगा आधे घंटे के अंदर, 1 घंटे में निकल गया क्या? अच्छा ठीक। Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, this is how you explain this, the blockage in when we go direct, try to go directly is not possible, not to Krishna, not to Radhika. We need to take shelter of the gopis in Krishna's case and the manjaris in Radhika's case.
And gopi means all material desires has to be finished. That is gopi.
Yeah.
You see, Radha Sudhanidhi first page. If the lust is there, he cannot be a gopi. Little material lust is there, sense enjoyment is there, more material thing achievement. Even I cannot go to Gopi Bhavya.
Right.
So Gopi Bhav, listen this. It's a very beautiful teaching.
If you worship the Prince of Raj in a reverential mood, without following in the footsteps of the gopis, you will not attain him.
If reverential mood means I don't follow Gopi Bhav. Even the Krishna is not attainable. This is the problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Lakshmi Devi is the best example of that. Although she did worship Krishna as the Prince of Raj, she did not attain him. The Lord's greatest devotee, Uddhava Mahashaya, was astonished when he saw the greatness of the gopis' love for Krishna, and he praised them, praying for a birth in Vraj, even as a blade of grass, so that he could get the gopis' foot dust on his head. This is written with golden syllables in the pages of the Srimad Bhagavat. From this, it is clear how hard it is to attain the foot dust of Sri Radha.
Why difficult? Because when my mind is not fixed out of the lust for Krishna, how I can fix my mind only one pointed in Sri Radha? That's the point. Because from Sri Radhika, I will not receive anything. Krishna, he can give me something material thing, material benefit. But Radhika, not possible. If she accepts, that is different issue.
それは別の話ですけど。
Then you sit under the Kalpataru bridge.
で、そうすると、
That is different issue.
カルパタルとして見ることはできるけれども、そういう話を今しているのではない。
First we have to practice to be fixed with Krishna or Radhika one-pointed. This is the mercy. Mercy. So they cannot find the foot dust of Radhika because this vow is not clear to them. Clear?
Jai. And Siddhanta Maharaj just made the example from this flute of Krishna. There is also, we can see the difference between the gopis and the manjaris.
Yeah.
When Krishna playing flute, the gopis immediately running this direction. But manjaris, what are they doing? They not running. They taking care of Swamini. They run behind Swamini, taking care, doing everything that she not may fall or whatever. But this is a difference. They don't run to the direction of the flute. They run behind Swamini. They do everything to take care of her. This is also different.
Beauty, this is the beauty. Beauty is this, that there's no deviating any circumstance.
They never leave Swamini. Bahula Sarati.
Soul is also cannot do anything. He can live in the feeling. And the Mahasiddha Deha also can live in the feeling. And I have to practice to my sadhak Deha to live in the feeling. That is sadhana. Our nature has to change from doer to live in the feeling. Not running with this. One day show much for Krishna.
The manjaris, this might be wrong, but this was my feeling when we were describing that. The manjaris are also running for the flute, but they're running for the flute because their Swamini is running for the flute. So they're following their Swamini. And when they hear the flute, they also get excited, but not because of meeting with Mohan, but because they know that their time to serve their Swamini is coming soon. So the same external action, but different internal mood.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Swamini, when she listened to the flute, maybe she mixed something. She become mad. So maybe she used the wrong, when she is decorating herself, then she used the lipstick on the eyebrows and like this. He don't know about them. And so then Manjari's taking care of her and make nice that she used the right clothes, that she not open the hair, and all of this, they taking care. They also listen to flute, but they are not attracted to that. They only know what to do to Swamini. They become not in that mood. They not get in this ecstasy like the gopis. Gopis, whatever they doing, even in the house, they are cooking something, they making bed, they are preparing this or that, or they taking care of some babies or whatever. When they listen to flute, then immediately they left this situation. Same moment they run out of the house.
Yeah.
The Manjaris not run out of the house. They listen to flute, but they running nowhere. They in that moment they look at her Swamini. My God, now we have to take care of her because her mood is, what is meaning of a wild elephant? Who can stop a wild elephant? And this is her mood in that moment. She also liked to let everything falling down, and how she is, she will run, but Manjaris will taking care of her.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. Very clear.
Rameshwaradi can also be interpreted as meaning the Lord of Brahma, Krishna. Even for Krishna, the amazing foot dust of Sri Radhika is rarely attained. Wow. It is.
What you listen or not? Your Krishna also very difficult to attend. Right?
Without mercy of Manjari, even though Krishna cannot get it.
Arigato.
Everything just goes to one point.
Yes.
It is said that Krishna personally assumed the form of the poet Jayadev to write the famous line, "Give me your generous lotus feet."
On my hand.
Yeah.
Krishna.
The purport of the 201st verse of Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi is, one day Srimati is Manini, angry out of jealousy. So, with the help of her girlfriends, Krishna keeps her feet on his head. Thus, her peak is soothed. Srimati's lotus feet are moist with sweat, so the red lac on her foot soles sticks on Shyam's head, while his peacock feather falls off. This does not make Krishna inferior. The signs of Radha's mercy rather increase his glories. This makes him Rasikendra Mauli,
Wow.
the king of relishers.
My God.
And this is the quintessence of Godhead.
Understand?
My God.
Yeah, subject.
Underline it.
Yeah.
Already underlined.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gurudev.
Onam.
But this is opulence. This is opulence. Now we come to the point. This is Radhika's opulence on Krishna's head. Now he becomes summum bonum. Before he was God, controller, but with the foot dust of Radhika on his head, he becomes summum bonum.
And see, now you see, old time we listen that God is controller and we are the subject. And Chaitanya appear, the Prabhupada is writing, the God becomes subject and the object becomes Radhika. My God. Very clear words. Radhika is the object and the God becomes subject. God becomes subject. And after that we don't believe and we are followers of Chaitanya. And this is words of Prabhupada.
Yeah.
And I follow Prabhupada. And which type of Prabhupada you follow? The words of Prabhupada is in the books.
Beautiful. And this does not make Krishna inferior when he becomes subject. This makes him Rasikendra Mauli.
This is Anam, quintessence, more beauty coming. Even the Krishna Leela, he cannot show this.
No.
The appearance of the Radhika. So Chaitanya appeared in the whole Kali Yuga to open this reason. This is different issue that somebody believe in scripture, somebody believe in Chaitanya teaching. Many I see the Gaudiya Vaishnava believe in teachings of Srimad Bhagavad and other books. They don't believe teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They don't believe. Right or not?
If they believe, they all become Manjari.
They will believe, then they have to different mood will come. They will reach the place where they are to start realizing themselves. But they have no time for realization. They have time for preaching and becoming guru. Controller. Controller line is more better than Sonam Bonam line.
Yeah. They also try to do some austerities. Sannyas like this.
This is on issue. I was also sannyas.
Oh, sorry, Gurudev.
I know this thing. More comfortable way to live. Somebody takes sannyas, I renounce sannyas. It's not famous. Derek? Derek? No, Derek? Who is that?
I will check.
No, Derek is not.
That's only a little problem.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
No, it's not there.
Yeah.
somebody takes sannyas, and I took sannyas, practiced 22 years, and I say, okay, I will be normal. This is over abnormality. I have to be normal. I have to be what I am. I have to be in my real situation.
Wow.
Slowly come to our constitutional position.
That is the point. If I am abnormal outside, I will not reach to the constitution in my reality. What I am, what I come for, and what I am doing, I will not come for that. I will start watching others, not to myself. And I decide to watchful to myself.
There was also Chaitanya also was sannyas, no? Took sannyas.
Yeah. We don't have it. It was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was for preaching is important. If you travel, you need some different dress clothes. But when you are in the realize, then he also was in the Gambira. He not wearing what he dressed, he don't know.
Yeah. So he gave example for both, right, Gurudev? He was also Grihastha.
Yeah, he was Grihastha, he was sannyasi, and he was in ecstasy, mad.
Yeah.
He showed everything in his own life. He was teacher also.
Teacher.
He controller also.
Yeah.
Everything. He was in Radha mood. He was in Manjari Bhav. He tests everything. And he teach well. And then we have to check which Bhav he has now. That is your vision.
Yeah.
That is when you practice, you can realize now Mahaprabhu has this Bhav. Read. Oh, Khatam, 8.
My God.
Very fast time moving. We start 15 minutes late because of the fog. A whole night I sleep on chair.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Gurudev.
Not sleep on bed.
Why?
Neck has a big pain.
Oh.
So I sleep on chair.
Oh.
After 12.
Oh my God.
On bed, but I can. The chanting and stretching both.
Wow.
And it's also full moon, Gurudev. Then also sleep is not coming, no?
Ist der Osteopath in Damen? No osteopathy?
Osteopath.
Yes. You know this kind of...
I'm sure Ramakrishna is the possibility of osteopath.
This is very good for the whole body, for the neck, for all things. It's like a homeopathy and physical. But it's not like a practice, not no, it's very soft, it's very... I worked at but I don't know if it's...
So, what is you keeping class or Jai Jai Shri Radha today? What to do? Good. Yeah, he's
What?
Continue?
Yeah, continue. 15 minutes late start, 15 minutes more.
15分で始まってあと15分やろう。じゃあ。
Yeah.
This is without that.
What to do here?
Therefore, simply to increase his own greatness, Krishna always desires the dust of Sri Radha's lotus feet.
Wow.
And this is not
Krishna desires the dust of Radhika's lotus. What about us? Arey bhaiya, our Krishna desires the dust of Radhika. If I don't do this, then unfortunate. Krishna desires this. Leave others. But Krishna himself desires dust of Radhika. Because he knows that quintessence cannot possible. Controller cannot make quintessence. Controller can control, and he will teach you to control.
Yeah.
And live in the false ego. Because you cannot be a god, but you will think that you become God. You are the creator of your universe. And then you will burn out the dharma, artha, kama. Kama will desire will fulfill. Then you need liberation. Then you want to run away from that. These are all gunas. The dharma, artha, the religious activities, artha, money, kama, material desire, and then all want to run away from that. This is moksha. But
prostration.
Prostration is the moksha. Too much suffer, and I want to run away from that. They are also very much religious people. Because religion is the nature of them. Some devotee come here, they say, they are very nice, the Krishna devotee, but I watch for what they are devotion doing. They don't come to the Arati, and they come for the Prasadam time. And they are their way. They want from God something. They say, I'm the best devotee. We come to visit the what is the English? That important places, Tirtha place.
Parikrama or what?
No, Tirtha means the sacred places. And I come to visit Vrindavan, Haridwar, Rishikesh, and Vrindavan.
Tourist.
spiritual tourists.
Spiritual tourist.
Backpack. Visit and a nice get point.
In Krishna's case, we can see he needs to take shelter. When he came as Mahaprabhu, first he has to take shelter on Swamini's lotus feet, because otherwise he cannot enter her feelings And even he cannot enter in the feelings of a devotee in that case of a manjari. So for both, he need to take shelter on Swamini. She give the mercy of her service, and she give the mercy to feel her feelings towards him.
So Prabhupada is telling, if you want to be a good devotee, go Vrindavan, serve to Brajavasis, and learn from them. Why? Because this only can learn by Brajavasis. This is the beauty.
And the Brijbasi is one who loves Mohan and has a relationship towards him. And what is the love the Brijbasis has? This is Radhika.
And this is not a fairy tale. There is strong scriptural evidence for this statement. Krishna himself tells Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavat, I always follow my devotees to sanctify myself with their foot dust. Srimad Jiva Goswami comments on this verse. Since I am not able to repay my devotees for their devotional service, I perform atonement by following them to take the dust of their feet for my purification.
Wow. Wow. Who's telling?
Jiva Goswami.
Say it again.
Krishna himself tells Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavat, I always follow my devotees to sanctify myself with their foot dust.
Explain this. Srimad Bhagavat is verse. Srimad Bhagavat verse. Explain Maharaj with the
Yeah, I don't have the context of this verse. It's a little bit difficult for me. So I don't really want to speculate too much here. If we have
what is written there?
What's written here is Uddhava, in this Uddhava Gita, he's speaking with Krishna. He says, I always follow my devotees. I always follow my devotees to sanctify myself with their foot dust.
You see, I say, he follows his devotee. Uddhava is the best friend of Krishna. Best friend. They eat in the one plate. They wear same clothes. And they look from distance. Uddhava look like Krishna. And they sleep in the one bed. Uddhava and Krishna is sleeping in the one bed. They are horse riding. Uddhava is the best horse rider. And both horse ride. Uddhava and Krishna. And they are the one of the best And he is the son of Brihaspati. Brihaspati means who has the teaching of the knowledge. Himself Brihaspati born to the Krishna's friend. And one day they are so friendly, but he always thinks to Krishna, he is a God, Brahma, Paramatma. God has no form. He is not identified with the form. So Krishna has also, but he is normal person. So they are very close friends. They don't identify Uddhava that he is a supreme personality. He don't believe that. And they are very good friends. One day Krishna is sitting in the park and he has some tears and very sad. Then Uddhav goes there. He asks, what happened to you? We are so happy. He said, no, nothing happened. Just I am sitting, something remember. Then he said, what? What you worried about? I am your friend, why you worried anything? You see, yes, little worried about my mother. And my friends who is in the Vrindavan and my gopis who are only waiting for me. I said that I will come back in 2 days and I never go there. So I'm worried about that. They will not die because I promised that I will come back. And they are waiting for me. What to do? He said, can I go and teach them that you are Paramatma? You are the Supreme God. Krishna, God is not everywhere and nowhere. Impersonal teaching. He said, yes, Uddhav. You are the best teacher. You go and you can help them. They are not very educated. They are not literate village people. They don't understand that Paramatma is divine. He has no form. They don't understand reality. You know all the Shastra. You can convince them. This was the mercy of Krishna for Uddhav, that he wants to, his friendship he should realize everything, to see the other side of the knowledge. One is the intellectual, one is a devotional. So he said to them, it's a very nice Uddhav Charitra. You all has to read that. And this book is written by Akhandanandji. It's so beautifully writing, so big book. You will cry and read Uddhav Charitra. How they are so close friends and so nicely living and so nicely realize Uddhav when he comes to the Vrindavan. One thing, when he starts entering in the Vrindavan, he is driving the horse chariot. When the dust starts coming to Vrindavan, he starts looking at it. These trees are going down to the earth. Normally trees are going up, but the present trees are going down. And this way, it's all false ego. By the dust is coming on ahead because there is a pitch road or dusty road, and he starts realizing only by the dust of Vrindavan. So beautifully written that book, I cannot say you. I read maybe 10 times. The Uddhav Charitra. And how he meeting with the mother Jasoda, how he meets with his friend, Krishna's friend, how he meets with the gopis, and how he sees Radhika. That time what happened to her? What is the beauty of realization of Uddhava? It is so beautifully described in that Radha. So I'm telling you some part of that.
Is this available in English?
Yes, maybe Akhandanan Mash.
But if you read to feel the pain of the gopis,
That is a describe. You will cry with the lights, yeah.
Instead of reading pain of gopis, we could read the joy of Krishna. It's almost like in this line from Bhagavatam, it's almost like the presence of Chaitanya. Because with all the love the gopis have for Krishna, he is the great enjoyer of the love that he receives. But what he realizes here is that the higher way of enjoying love is by giving love back, by giving devotion to those who love him.
So that's a beautiful thing. That is the highest. And then he doesn't want to go into Krishna and stay in Vrindavan to serve them, to give love. This is the beauty. And he feels that he cannot do that. He feels this chance with Krishna to love like this. They have no closeness like me, but I cannot do what they do. Still they don't forget. They're still waiting. Even the mother Jasoda is still waiting, crying, but she don't want to die, because when she will die and Krishna will come, my son will become sad. So she don't want to die. She don't like to eat, but when they think about Krishna, they eat to survive. Wow.
I don't like this book.
This is the Uddhava Charitra. How did Buddha want to be Manjari? And he was like, yeah. Buddha not want to be Gopi. He want to be Manjari. He want to be dust of Vrindavan. He want to be trees of Vrindavan, to serve all the time to this. All the people who love in Vrindavan. This is Uddhava.
Wow.
Book of Agony.
Full of love. Full of ecstasy. Full of madness of Uddhava. Full of realization of Uddhava. Only by darshan of Mother Jasoda and Nanda Baba. He said to Mother, Hare, Krishna is a Paramatma, Brahma. He is always with you, and he is everywhere. Wow.
आपको विटामिन डी आप टैबलेट कुछ खाते हैं क्या उसके?
हाँ खाता।
मत खाइए, अमल कर लीजिए, एकदम ओवर हो गया।
अच्छा ठीक है।
विटामिन डी का अनुपात बहुत ज्यादा है, अब एकदम बंद कर दो। डेली खा रहे हैं क्या?
मैंने वो इसलिए है। हाँ
मन से विटामिन डी आपका लेवल ऑफ टॉक्सिसिटी बहुत ज्यादा हो गया, ठीक है।
विटामिन बी भी ज्यादा हो गया। विटामिन रासलीला को कहिए आप फोन करके, वही देखती है। और कहती हैं माता जी और नीति उसके लिए, लेडी के लिए हमने गणेश आया हुआ है, उसको कल 17,000 रुपये महीने पर बात हो गई और 2,000 रुपये हमने टिकट के लिए 19,000 रुपये दे दिया गणेश को, जो आपकी माता जी के हैं गोरखपुर में है, कलकत्ते वाला एजेंट। हाँ उसे वही भेज रहा है। हमने कहा उन्हीं के घर पर रहेंगी और वृंदावन रहेंगी, तो ऐसा आदमी भेजो जो जैसे भेजे। प्रीति से बात हुआ। आप भी बात कर लीजिएगा गणेश, यही शाम को आवेगा, आपसे भी बात करा देंगे। वो एजेंट आएगा मेरे पास प्रसाद पाठ के। ओके
So beautiful.
Then when he said to mother, he is a God, he has no life, he is not he is always same. He has no age and this and that. Then mother bring to the room. He showed the room. When my Krishna was 2 years old, he wear this clothes. When he became 5-6 years old, this is the clothes. He has no body. How he is wearing clothes? What you are teaching to me? Don't lie to me. You don't know. This is Krishna who is wearing this clothes. This Krishna who is taking the breastfeeding from my breast. I know better than you. You have no relation. I have a relation with him. I am a mother. He is my baby. How you know better than me? He was shocked. Very long past time. Something I remember. So touching. I read 10 times this Uddhav Charit when I was young. 25, 27 years old. Radhe Radhe Go.